Hi, good day, guys. How are you? My name is Mashudu Junior Hopana. Today, I'll be taking you through um, the topic of cells. Cells, the basic unit of life. Right. Now, what we have here is our improvised black pen, um, sorry, our improvised marking pen, our improvised um, blue marking pen, and our improvised um, green marking pen. So today I'll be taking you through the topic cells, the basic unit of matter. Okay. Now there are many different types of cells, but we're gonna be mainly focusing on just two, right? The animal cell and the plant cell. Right. Now we're gonna look at the similarities and the differences between these two cells. Okay, guys. Now I took the liberty of drawing your plant cell, or providing you with a plant cell there, which you should be able to can see, and you can also see from your textbooks the plant cell and the animal cell provided very vividly, and understand from what I'm going to explain or teach you guys today, right? So the reason we even study cells is that we try to understand cells, we try to understand life or cells from a molecular and a cellular or a tissue level, right? So we try to understand life in that way. So one thing we must understand is that cells are the basic unit of life. Once you understand that definition, you know what a cell is, and you can be able to differentiate amongst many what this cell is and what it's supposed to be. So we're gonna mainly be focusing on the plant cell and the animal cell, right? The difference and the similarities. Now, both these cells have a nucleus and they have a mitochondria, right? But the difference comes when we look at the plant cell and the animal cell side by side. The animal cell does not have a cell wall, but the plant cell does. See, so the plant cell has a cell wall, and it also has a chloroplast, which the animal cell does not have. They do have similarities, but they do not. There are some organelles that the other possesses, the other does not have, right? So let's move on. These cells, they have your nucleus. So the nucleus is sort of like the commanding center, the direction giver, the instruction giver to the cell, right? And your mitochondria is sort of like your ESCOM that provides power to the whole cell. You see, guys. So both these cells have the mitochondria. They have this the nucleus, and they also have a cytoplasm. Both these cells, right? So now we understand the similarities and the differences there. Also, what you should also understand is that the plant cell also has a chloroplast, which the animal cell does not have. You see, and the chloroplast serves to provide food during photosynthesis for the plant cell. Now, guys, for your activity right now, I want you guys to group yourselves in groups of 5, right? And I want you guys to discuss and explain the differences between the plant cell and the animal cell. I want you guys to see I want you guys to check in your textbooks, in your top class textbook on page 55. I want you guys to look at those cells and tell me what you see and what differences you see, right? But one thing we must understand is that the animal cell and the plant cell share many similar organelles, but there are differences here and there, such as your chloroplast, such as your cell wall, such as your vacuole, right guys? So we will discuss that further in further lessons, you see. But I want you to think of something. We said the cell wall, the plant cell has a cell wall. Now think of it. What might happen if the plant cell did not have a cell wall? What do you think would happen? I want you to think about it and then we will discuss it in the next lesson. I want you guys to just go home and think about it, discuss it, and see, and then on the next lesson we will discuss what we think might happen to the plant cell, right? And for your homework, guys, I want you to draw and label a plant cell and an animal cell, and I want you guys to write the differences between them. In this lesson we just discussed the differences and the similarities between them, right? You guys should be able to can discuss and know them. And then also I want you guys to choose one organelle and explain its function. One of each, right? One organelle on the plant cell, one organelle on the animal cell, and explain the function of each. And make also a table wherein you discuss all the similarities between these cells and between these similar organelles. And then on our next lesson we will discuss all these differences and similarities and correct ourselves if we are wrong at any point or need correction at any point. Okay guys, thank you.